Are you stop it! He lost sight of it! Christmas! The wraparound! It's over!
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Season 4, Episode 22 of the Powerskateshow podcast. And yes, I have to bring up the old intro, yeah, we're about to start Season 5 in about a couple of weeks. How are we doing, everyone? Happy Thursday. We're happy to bring you back another show. We got a certain matchup to talk about that's gonna start in about right now. You know from that intro, right? Yeah, cool. Heartbreak moments. And please, Vanacek, please don't allow 7 goals, and you're just gonna make me cry in the corner, right over there. You got me? All right, cool. How are we doing, Grands?
I'm doing fine. See, you are already on the Vanacek Don't Let Me Down train. That's good.
Yep.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone. Season 4, Episode 22. Live here on YouTube. This should be a good episode. There was certainly some news to talk about. A few jersey unveilings, a jersey rumor, and other stuff. A couple of jersey rumors, actually. And then, of course, some other transactions, some other game alerts. We're going to bring out the brass bonanza. It's going to be a fun one.
And a certain nostalgia of the week. A jersey that I'm wearing. We will get to it in about a couple of minutes. So first off, we have to pay tribute to we have to pay tribute to former NHL defenseman Randy Boyd, who passed away at the age of 59. Played 257 career games with 20 goals and 87 points. Played for 8 seasons with the Penguins, Islanders, and Canucks and Blackhawks.
Yeah, very unfortunate that he passed away earlier today. Obviously, a decent defenseman back then, and I know he was a pretty good contributor with the Penguins and Blackhawks when I was reading up on him. So unfortunate moment there. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
Absolutely, yeah. Now since we're on Powerskateshow, you gotta follow the Powerskateshow like we've always said, best in the game. We talk about news, rumors, and all that good stuff. And you guys are required to follow franchise sports news. Best in the game as always. Got like hockey, baseball, basketball, etc. he got you covered. And since we are here, we might have to give someone a round of applause first. You know what we're talking about, right, Grant?
Of course.
Mr. Timo Meyer, ladies and gentlemen. 5 goals in a game. Last time I checked, the last time who scored 5 goals was Mika Zibanejad. I'm not even going to get to that, but congratulations to Timo Meyer on scoring 5 goals in a game. Defeated your Los Angeles Kings 6-2. Hurl with 4 assists. Eric Carlson 3 assists. He's going back to the 2012 Eric Carlson as we speak. Well, for right now.
For 2 games, but okay.
Yeah. And James Reimer made 39 saves to earn the win.
I think an important thing to mention is that Meyer scored 5 goals in the first 2 periods, especially. And, it wasn't like the 5th goal was like an empty net or whatever. These were 5 legit goals, which led to the Sharks' victory. If Meyer scores no goals this game, Kings win 2-1. So, Timo Meyer just had himself a day. First ever San Jose Shark player to score 5 goals in a game, and a job well done.
Yeah. And now we have a interesting warm-up jersey to talk about. The Dallas Stars with the Texas Rangers warm-up jersey.
I think this looks absolutely fantastic. And honestly, I don't know why more teams don't do this. Like, why aren't the Capitals coming out with Nationals practice jerseys? Why aren't the Bruins coming out with Red Sox practice jerseys? These are all fantastic ideas to do. And not only can you do this in baseball, but why not do it for your NFL and NBA teams as well while you're at it? Maybe even MLS if you're in that area. You can market. You can sell these. You can literally say, hey, we got a hockey jersey with another, sport team on there. And that looks cool. And I got to be honest with you, I like how the Stars did the current Texas Rangers alternate teals and not just their regular home dark blues. Fantastic idea. I don't know why other teams aren't picking up on this. This is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, some noble teams that have been doing this, the Seattle Kraken, they've done it recently, I believe, with the Seahawks and the Mariners, I believe. Anaheim Ducks, as I know, they've done the LA
Anaheim Angels, right?
Yeah, the LA Kings, they did with the Rams recently. They did with the Chargers recently, and the Dodgers, which they did like last couple days ago. So at least LA's doing something.
At least some teams are doing it, but I want all teams to jump on this bandwagon.
Yeah, as they should. All right, now with that, and first off, before we start everything, we would like to give a big shout out to Charlie Serrano for coming on to our last episode of the Powerskateshow. That was amazing, and I'll tell you this: I was watching the interview like 50 times for the past 3 days.
It was an incredible interview. I thought it went absolutely perfect. It was a fantastic interview indeed. Thank you again so much for Charlie to come on. That was an absolute blast. And yeah, he was absolutely fantastic. Answered the questions well. And it went fantastically. Can't thank Charlie enough for coming on last week.
Yes. All right, now let's get to the real fun. NHL rosters are released, and I have a rant, an all-star rant for the Pacific Division. Atlantic, you got Bergeron, Dahlin, Larkin, Huberdeau, and Suzuki. Oh, welcome back. Batherson, Hedman, Vasilevsky, Matthews, and Jack Campbell. Any surprises?
I mean, this is kind of a whole separate thing. I hate the fact they have the one-team rule. Like, the Ottawa Senators, and Montreal Canadiens should not have an all-star this year. I think that goes without saying. No offense to Rasmus Dahlin, but I don't really think a Sabre should be in there either. I kind of don't like the one-team rule because then you got guys like Brad Marchand, David Pastrnak, Steven Stamkos who will be used as an extra instead of a starter. Braden Point and a couple others I felt were snubbed. I don't see Mitch Marner on there either. You got a lot of guys you could have put in. Alexander Barkov's another one. I mean, you could pick and choose whichever players in each division. But the moral of the story is you let these all-star caliber players not make it because of your stupid rules. And yes, I think that is ridiculous having one player from every team make the all-star game. I truly do. You want to market the game with the best players, not how many teams are representing the game.
And can we do a petition for bring back like the Eastern Conference versus Western Conference all-stars?
Oh, I completely agree.
Oh, and can we also bring back the fantasy draft? You lasted 3 years? 3 years with the fantasy draft? Look at how NBA is doing. NBA is a success with the fantasy draft. And now you're telling us that the fantasy draft is lasted 3 years? 2011, 2012, and 2015? Shame on you.
Yeah, I mean, they've absolutely mangled the All-Star game, and I would love to throw a shot right now at the city who's hosting it, but I will not. The moral of the story is, listen, you got to go back to the way it was. I know sometimes playing a full 60-minute All-Star game, it's just a regular game, and I get how people get bored of that, but that's why you would have the fantasy draft and the skills competition to look forward to. Yeah. You want to watch the actual game? Great. But I think this whole thing of Eastern Conference teams and then Western Conference teams playing each other, and these are all shortened games, it really doesn't fit. I don't like it one bit, really. You just got to go back to what it was. East versus West, have the best players from each division go at it, even if half the roster for the Eastern Conference is just Lightning, Panther, Bruin, and Penguin players. It is what it is. This is the 2022 NHL All-Star Game. You got to put the best players in that game. You shouldn't be having Nick Suzuki over Alexander Barkov. You shouldn't have Rasmus Dahlin over Charlie McAvoy or Morgan Riley just because you're trying to add it one player from every team. It's really not fair to the players that are on better teams.
Yeah. All right, now and also, how about North America versus Europe back in in the early 2000s, way before Ovechkin and Crosby came into the league? Take note.
I mean, that would be a cool idea, but you kind of already have that with the Olympics. So
yeah. All right, next, Central: Keller, DeBrincat, McKinnon, Makar, Pavelski, Kaprizov, Talbot, Saros, Kyrou, and Connor. Any surprises? I'll tell you mine first. I'm surprised that Keller, because let me tell you, Arizona. How many wins did they got? Like 2? How about Mikko Rantanen? How about Bennington? I don't know. Or
I don't know about Bennington making the over Talbot.
Or maybe Gabe Landeskog.
Landeskog. Patrick Kane. As much as I hate to say it, Tyler Bozak was another snub. And Really? He's actually having a very good season.
Oh, wow.
Not Tyler Bozak. Wait a minute. I'm getting my players confused. Nazem Kadri. Not Tyler Bozak. Nazem Kadri. I was getting my players mixed up there. But regardless, Bozak, maybe back in like 2012, you can make a case for him. Not anymore. He's basically a fourth liner. Yeah, Patrick Cade, Mikko Rantanen was a horrendous miss. I mean, yeah, I agree with DeBrincat, McKinnon, Pavelski, Makar. All that stuff makes sense. They're really lacking on the defensive side. I mean, Roman Yossi's another one that's just like that's an obvious one that the NHL just blatantly missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now
He's another one.
Yeah. Now Metropolitan. I'll tell you one surprise. But now we'll just talk about Anderson. Oh wait. We have to play the Brass Bonanza because of two certain players.
Oh yeah.
Of two certain players who have made it to the All-Star game. Mr. Freddie Anderson and Sebastian Aho. Alright, don't worry, we'll get more Brass Bonanzas later on.
I don't know. We'll get to the main Brass Bonanza later, which will turn into a good old Grant Flood rant. But that's neither here nor there. For the Metropolitan, I mean, the fact that Zibanejad's a fill-in, I didn't really like. But it's not awful. I don't think it's good. I mean, Polak's had an okay year. Frederik Andersen, I feel, really like over Shesterkin. I mean, I wouldn't have done that. Tristan Jerry, I think's deserved it. Maybe put a goal or two ahead of Frederik Andersen, but I certainly will not argue. Rowinski's had a decent year coming back from his injury. Claude Giroux, he has been injured a little bit, but he's been pretty good. I was the Flyers. I probably would have put in Konechny again, but that's neither here or there. Yeah, I mean, I would be very picky about my selections, but I would definitely like to see another Penguin. But maybe Gunzel, who I think might be a replacement. So, yeah, no. It could have been better, could have been worse.
Yeah. All right, rant time.
You're going to have Vanacek instead of Anderson. I would have lost my mind.
All right, rant time. Rant time. Why is Pietrangelo the only defenseman on this team? Yes, we will talk about the last man in. We will talk about it. Pietrangelo is your only defenseman. Who's going to cover for the defense? Well, guess what? Pietrangelo is going to slow down like a dog when it's like 130% outside. Pietrangelo, mind if I do a demonstration? He's gonna like back skates, and whenever like three players are like breaking his ankles, he's just gonna do like, oh yeah, here you go, here's the open side, let those two go, have at it. And he's just gonna skate a little, just gonna skate a little, and then like once it says 1 minute remaining, he's just gonna stand right there. He's not gonna move. He's not gonna take a shot. He's gonna do like the goalie like the goalie goal. Just try his best, and then he's just gonna say, "Oh yeah, I'm done. I hope we're eliminated." And he's just gonna skate back to the locker room in a walk of shame.
Well, he ain't gonna be doing no walk of shame. It ain't his fault. You only got one defenseman. What are you gonna do there? Yeah, nah, I mean, I don't really know what the Pacific's issue is here. There's a lot wrong with this roster as well. I mean, you had one Calgary Flame player and you didn't even pick the right player. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Jordan Eberle, again, no offense to the Kraken, get them out of here. Absolutely no need to have a Seattle Kraken in the All-Star game. At this point, I'm beating a dead horse. John Gibson and Alex Pietrangelo, and of course, Draisaitl and McDavid, well-deserved on All-Star game appearances. Adrian Kempe certainly isn't horrible. I would have liked to see Kopitar, but I certainly won't complain there. Thatcher Demko, I mean, that's your only Canuck. I'm not going to argue, but where's Bo Horvat? Where's Brock Besser? Where's Elias Patterson? Whereas Quinn Hughes, you could probably use him as your second defenseman next to Pietrangelo. Just an idea.
Yes.
I mean, again, I just feel like I'm going to be picky with it. Don't like it.
Yes. All right, we're done. We're done about our great rants. Yeah. All right. Cool. We have our first nostalgia of the week. He's back. Finally, to get some reps in for the Olympics coming up. It's Eric Stahl. And who would we thought of all the teams, he's going back to Minnesota. Well, he's going to play for the Iowa Wild for a little bit. But he's back. Eric Stahl's back. And, yeah.
Eric Stahl has actually been tearing up the AHL. Last I checked, he had 3 points in 3 games, and I'm trying to check now if he's still on that type of scoring pace here. But overall, I think this is a fantastic idea for Minnesota. As they are in the playoff race, they're going to need a veteran potentially on that fourth line, and they get Eric Stahl ready to go in case an injury occurs. Stahl this year in the AHL, 5 points in 4 games, 2 goals, 3 assists. I mean, one including an overtime game winner last week. Stahl's playing well in the AHL, and looking like at the moment he can certainly get called up later on in the year. I don't know if it'll happen, but yeah, it's good to see him back though.
Yeah. And now we have a jersey unveiling to talk about. The Dallas Stars 4th jersey, second alternate home jersey for this year, which will have them start wearing on Sergei Zubov's retirement night. W or L, that jersey. Hold on.
Because
Wait. That's a W.
Oh, James Winston. So funny.
Gotta bring that up.
Yeah. I think this is definitely a W. I mean, this is one of the Stars' better throwback uniforms in general. And the fact that they're bringing it back is, I feel, a pretty cool idea. I don't want them to get rid of their other current alternate jerseys, which is, of course, the green, the whole lime green jersey with the black. I think that is just a phenomenal jersey. And I would hate for them to get rid of that one to bring back this one. But, this is literally the same jersey scheme that they won the Cup in 99. They made the Stanley Cup Finals in 2000. This is the Marty Turco. This is the Mike Modano. This is the Brett Hall era. This is the jersey. This is Sergei Zubov. Why do you think they're wearing it when they retire his jersey? It's a great throwback to represent the Stars in general. I have absolutely no complaints with it, and I do love the jersey design. And yes, the goal was in the crease, but guess what? 32 years ago, who cares? Or I lied, 22 years ago.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yeah, it is a.
Oh my goodness.
It's a W. It's way better than the all white. Who said in the comments, I love the white. The all white.
I mean, it looks all right. The white ones look good, but the greens definitely better. They definitely made the smart call going with that one.
Yeah. All right. Lightning round. Kraken claimed right wing Carson Coleman from waivers from the Boston Bruins.
Well, I didn't really want to see Coleman go, if I'm being honest with you. I felt he brought a pretty good presence to the fourth line. He and Trent Frederick especially were very good on the fourth line together. I thought even he was playing well with Thomas Nosek. Kind of surprised they put Coleman on waivers and not someone like Antoine Bleeth. maybe a defenseman, John Moore, but that's neither here nor there. I gotta throw in the John Moore jokes when I can, right? But I mean, honestly, this isn't a huge loss by any means. I mean, Kuhlman's replaceable, yeah, an expiring contract. Seattle, if they want to use him, they can use him. But definitely a player I would have kept around, especially since he's played in quite a few playoff games. Even though he hasn't had much NHL experience, he has been around those types of players like Marchand and Bergeron for a while. And it'll definitely rub off on him, I feel, especially being a young player in a young atmosphere in Seattle. I think this will work. He'll be a solid, third liner there for hopefully a few years. I'm a big fan of Carson Kuhlman, so I will be rooting for him. This isn't one of those, oh, he left the Bruins, I'm going to hate on him now. Nah, Carson Kuhlman he gets more than a year of no slander from me. He was a player who just didn't develop in the system, but he's also someone who tried, and at least when he was in Providence, he did work his tail off. And every time I felt when he got called back up on NHL roster, he earned that spot being on the Bruins. So best of luck, Carson. Hope you score a hat trick in your Kraken debut or something. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, now we got a college hockey jersey unveiling, which is my local college hockey team. Towson University unveiled their new third jersey that's going to take place for this year, and they are playing against Westchester University. W or L, Grant?
I think this is another W. Personally, me, I like the Stars jersey more, but comparing NHL jerseys to a local Maryland team jersey, that's not really that fair. But this looks nice, though, for sure. Looks like you got, I believe that's a tiger or some sort of horse. I can't really tell what that is.
It's a tiger. It's Towson.
It is a tiger. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it looks like a nice tiger. I like the fact that it has the gold and black. You think they were from Pittsburgh, not Maryland, considering the color scheme. But I certainly like it.
Yeah, me too. As someone who might go to Towson, pretty much, maybe. I would say it's a good jersey on the ice, and I'm gonna say this. It looks like Pittsburgh, but the first impression from the socks looks like the Boston Bruins socks before it came to Adidas. So yeah, it's a good jersey. It's a W. Now we got a good game alert. Blues defeat Predators 5-3 with Brandon Shen and Ivan Barbashev's 2-goal and 4-point performance on Chris Pronger's jersey retirement night. And yes, why not to have that picture with Chris Pronger chugging the Bud Light after his jersey retirement?
Oh, looks cool. I go for Chris Pronger, obviously Hall of Fame defenseman. Many remember him on the Flyers and Blues, especially getting his number 44 retired. I personally remember him as being on the Arizona Coyotes on the 2015 roster. He was kind of on the injured reserve list, but, he kind of played on the Coyotes for that one random year. Oh, no, what am I kidding? I'm just kidding. Although, yes, he did play on the Coyotes in 2015. I remember Chris Pronger because of his outstanding hits, his incredible leadership, and guiding the Blues in the right path, led them to a few playoff series wins, and, of course, ultimately making the finals with Philly in 2010. And also the Coyotes in 2015. Random fact there. But, yeah, no, Chris Pronger, great defenseman. He deserved that Budweiser, and he deserved to get his jersey retired for sure.
Yeah, and two interesting facts. He did not play a game with the Coyotes.
True.
And B, he has not hit free agency. His whole entire career, he has not hit free agency. That's
an incredible accomplishment. To just re-sign before a contract expires or to get traded to avoid I guess, being a free agent while you're kind of like semi-retired. That's good.
Now we're going back to some all-stars. Terry, we knew it, but we're happy that you made an all-star, but unfortunately, Petrangelo is still your only defenseman. And oh, look who's here! It's Nazem Kadri, the dude who gets suspended every single year in the playoffs.
Like I said, he actually has had a good regular season. I can't hate on Kadri yet. I mean, no. Well, when the playoffs come around, don't worry, he's getting suspended. But at least for the regular season, he's doing fine. He's been staying out of the box more recently, so good for him.
And also, Cale Makar is your only defenseman in the Central. Way to go, Western Conference, for not making your roster correct.
And way to go, voting Darlene over McAvoy. Give me a break. One team garbage.
Oh, Stamkos is here, taking over everyone.
Well, Stamkos is fine. Gunzel's fine. I got no complaints.
Wait. Sad news. Zibanejad is going to replace Jake Gensel as the last man in for the 2022 NHL All-Star Game.
Well, good for Zibanejad. I mean, he's another one who I honestly felt would have been snubbed. So I'm cool with having him on there. I mean, they got to act his nuts off. I would have Zibanejad in All-Star Game. They could also went with Sean Couturier. That would have been the cooler route. And what with Zibanejad? He's probably the most popular out of the three. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. We got some Canadiens news, and after that, it's Grant's Rant Hour here on the show. Yeah, Grant's getting ready, but we're not done. Canadiens hire former scout Kent Hughes as their newest GM, and that Rangers GM Jeff Gorton will be his advisor. So,
oh, yeah, that's good. Montreal needed to hire GM. I'm glad they finally did. I don't really know much of this guy's background other than he was a former player agent. I'm assuming he had to be like a top 5 player agent in the entire league. Because other than that, I do not see how you go from being a player agent to a GM, but that's neither here nor there. I do think ultimately this should hopefully be a good hire. I mean, again, I really don't know anything about this guy, but I do feel he will ultimately be better than Mark Bergevin basically ever would be. Let's hope that's the case anyway. And, well, all right. Well, we'll see what happens with Montreal. This year's the last year. Come draft, come free agency, we're going to definitely get to tell more about this guy.
All right. Next up is Grant's Rant Hour. The Hurricanes blew out a 5-goal performance in the first period and defeated the Bruins 7-2.
All right, enough of the fun talk. Enough of the fun. Enough of the playing brass bonanza. It's
no
time.
car crash. No car crash.
And certainly no car crash. This was the rude awakening that you should have never signed Tuukka Rask. Second game back with the team. He allows 5 goals on 12 shots. 5 goals on 12 shots. Ridiculous. This goalie sucks. What have I been saying the past month since they brought Rask back on that professional tryout? You can just cancel the rest of the Bruins season. Oh, the Bruins won 8 out of 9 games heading into this one. Forget it, dude. When you're going up against the second best team in the Metropolitan, when Carolina is scoring goals at will with guys like, I don't know, actual talent, like, hey, Sebastian Aho will throw you a Teravainen goal. Hey, Jesperi Kotkaniemi even scored. Ain't that great? Yeah, I would love the Bruins to find some third line help. Really, though, I can't really complain much about the entire Bruins performance. They were bound to fall off a cliff eventually. Again, winning 8 out of 9 is incredible. You knew they were going to have that one game where they were going to get ultimately destroyed. It was this one. But, oh my God, it's just the fact that Rask has been here 1 week and he's already making my blood boil. It's ridiculous. This goalie, I swear to God, management loves this goalie. I'll tell you one thing. I personally felt like the Hurricanes were going to win this game anyway. I knew, again, this point streak was going to come to a close. If anyone was going to shut it down, it was going to be Carolina. But it's the fact that they lost in a blowout that makes me upset. It's not like they lost like a hard-fought 4-3 game, 3-2 game. They lost in overtime. They lost in a shootout. I mean, the Bruins literally were trailing 2-0. I believe it was Brad Marchand scored on the power play, 2-1. 15 seconds later, Carolina goes right down to the Bruins' end and score. Slapshot goal by Jakob Slavin. 3-1 Carolina. I knew when that goal happened, it was over. And, of course, this was a game I had the pleasure of broadcasting on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, it made it even more painful for me. I sat through the entire thing. And, I mean, by the time Allmark was in, I was really cooled off. I didn't really care. But, again, just Rask, man. He gives me a headache, and he raises my blood pressure. And this is why, whether you call up Swayman or not for the rest of the season, just don't even contemplate. Allmark is your playoff goalie. I'm sorry, but at this point right now, Bruins fans have to look in the mirror. Who you have more faith in, Allmark or Rask? If your answer is Rask, you clearly have not been paying attention since last April.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring this up, Grant, which I think that's gonna make you even more mad. His save percentage is a .583 last game.
Yeah, I know. 5 goals on 12 shots doesn't scream good quality save percentage.
Oh, and don't worry. His last 2 starts, his goals against is 5.27 goals against with an 821 save percentage, and he has played 80 minutes.
They have a great goaltender in the AHL right now who I wonder if they would have the common sense of logic and use him. Something tells me they won't, because we are talking about Don Sweeney, and he ain't going to do it. And he ain't going to bring in a defenseman to help Rask out either. We're going to make a blockbuster trade for some forward that we don't need. That's what's going to happen with the Bruins, and then they're going to lose in the second round to a team like Carolina, like the Rangers, like the Lightning. Season's over. What did you accomplish? But essentially having Patrice Bergeron go out basically with another playoff loss. It's ridiculous.
Rant's done, I guess.
Rant's done. It's just I can rant on and on and on. The issue is just Rask makes me nervous.
Yeah. All right, now we're going some yesterday news. The Oilers are looking for a young goaltender to make a possible trade acquisition. And
You see, Edmonton, you could do me a favor. Skip the young goalie. How about you put the veteran goalie in there?
Vitek Vanacek, Semyon Varlamov, Yunus Korpisalo, and Billy Husso.
Well, I guess if they're after young goaltenders, Varlamov wouldn't be on there, but interesting to say the least. Husso, I don't see the Blues getting rid of him. Korpisalo, maybe. I would not recommend Vanacek. We already know the deal there. Korpisalo is definitely your best option. Korpisalo, at this point, would probably be your easiest option to acquire. You need a backup goalie. Stuart Skinner's looked okay, But Koiskinen is your goalie. Mike Smith's definitely retiring after this year. If not, just buy him out. I don't even know why he's on a roster spot at this point. He's just consistently injured. And again, I feel like Stuart Skinner kind of sort of getting the Jeremy Swayman treatment, but he hasn't really performed necessarily great standards in the NHL yet. So I don't know. I think it's interesting. I feel like Edmonton should really focus on potentially getting another defenseman before acquiring another goaltender, considering both their goalies right now are still very young. I feel like they still have time to develop. We'll see what happens, but yeah, if you're going to go after any of these four, definitely go after Korpisalo. Or definitely Vinny Husso would be good, but I feel like Husso would be – you'd have to trade a pretty penny to St. Louis. So, again, I would go with Korpisalo.
Yeah. Yeah, I would go with Korpisalo. Edmonton, you have to buy out. Trade Koskinen. You will now pretty much end up to have a young goaltending duo with Korpisalo and Skinner. Or if you want Varlamov, I would say like you have to buy out both of your goalies, and like Varlamov can be your replacement, and Stuart Skinner can be free. You won't have to be with Jeremy Swayman's treatment, like you've mentioned, and then we're all free.
Or if you just want to get Varlamov, you can just call up Boston and acquire Tuukka Rask. You know, that might be a good idea as well. He is younger. Rask is younger by a year, but he's younger.
Rant time, well, maybe.
Kind of, sort of. I ain't going to even really talk about this one. I feel like this was a fair suspension, but you go ahead.
The Department of Player Safety has done it again, ladies and gentlemen. You want to suspend Dmitry Orlov for a 2-game suspension for kneeing. And when's the last time that the Department of Player Safety has suspended a player for kneeing? I don't know. That should not be a suspension because it happens in every game. Well, not really, but like, we'll say like every once in a while. I understand that Ehlers was mad because there was no call. Would he get any disciplinary action? I think he would personally. Probably like give him like a warning with no suspensions, no fines. Just say like, yeah, it was a knee on knee. That would be a disciplinary action. We would give you a warning. How about suspend him for like 1 game? Send him out for a game. That's not gonna be bad at all.
Whispers, and this wasn't a suspension.
Yeah.
The ghost of Grant hating on the Capitals remembers that this hit in Game 4 of the first round of the playoffs last year was not a suspension nor a 2-minute power play. So guess what? Even though I don't really agree with the suspension, good. NHL player safety finally did him right. You shouldn't have been suspended for this. You should have been suspended for the Kevin Miller hit. Whatever. They're making up lost time. Whatever. They're making up lost time.
Boo-hoo. Alright. Now we got some... Now we're gonna end it with the real fun. The jersey... We got some 2 jersey unveilings, which is the All-Star jerseys, W or L.
They're W. Fantastic jerseys, especially the blue ones.
Yeah, I gotta say this is a W. And we're happy enough to have the actual jerseys. Well, same color, same scenario. Uh, then 2012 and 2011 when they did the fantasy draft, NHL, take note, listen to us. Um, and one thing that I hate to see it back is the NHL logos. We had fun seeing the actual players who were on the All-Star game wore their crest, wore their own crest during the All-Star game. Now we're going to see an NHL logo. And yes, you already have an NHL logo, which is right above. You don't need two NHL logos all at once, bud.
Like, the color schemes look cool, but the actual jersey design, not good.
But one also that I'll give credit is that they pretty much recognize the Vegas Golden Knights reverse retro and their past history for Vegas hockey, which was the Vegas Thunder, I believe. Yeah. All right, we have our true nostalgia of the week. Grant places, everyone. Hold on. This one. Wait, hold. Now this. Hold on a second.
Touchdown, Red Sox!
All right. You see this jersey, Grant? I'm pretty much doing the same thing like you did from your corporate Koski excitement. You see this?
That's right. Hey, live the hype.
You see this?
Yes,
It
sir.
is coming back into the NHL. It is unreal. And it's about time that Sabres fans are really wanted to buy this. And you know what? I'm actually going to have a prediction. I'm going to say it's going to be the fastest selling than the Capitals reverse retro.
Oh, I think absolutely it will be faster selling than the Capitals reverse retro. I mean, you want to talk about an idea that should have been done a half decade ago, if not even further than that. This is the iconic 90s Sabres uniforms. This is the last days of Dominic Hasek, early days of Ryan Miller, guys when Thomas Vanek and Jason Pominville were in the AHL, teams that went to the playoffs, who went to Eastern Conference Finals, who, again, goal was in the crease, but whatever. It was 22 years ago. Made the Cup Finals in 99. Fantastic uniform. Definitely one of the most iconic in the sport. This is, you imagine Dominic Hasek. He's wearing this jersey, making a fantastic glove save. This is a phenomenal uniform, and honestly, Sabre fans are going to go wild with this one, as they should. You can get a current player. You could even, hey, shout out to Powerskateshow legend Robbie Ray, am I right? Another iconic player for the Sabres who was wearing this same uniform. I mean, it's incredible for the Sabres. It's fantastic marketing. I don't know why they never brought back the jersey to begin with like 10 years ago. It is a fantastic, iconic look for the franchise. And even though they may suck, at least they can look better while losing. I guess that's not a bad thing.
I gotta go this a W, man. We've actually talked about like last year that they were planning to bring that back with their alternates. But guess what? It was the reverse retro. Well, same thing, but a different mashup. But the real one is back for next year, which we're all happy about. We don't have to deal with the butter knives right in front. We don't need to worry about that. We got the iconic goat head right there, and the city name with the knife right above. And a font is coming back, baby. And also,
fantastic uniform. I'm glad Buffalo did this. This is how you increase sales right here.
Oh, and also, shout out to that guy who I was in Buffalo a month ago. Yeah, a month ago. No, 2 months ago. No, a month ago. I thought that we're in February.
When you went to Buffalo last,
Yes.
whenever.
Yeah. Shout out to the guy who wore an Owen Power. This jersey that I'm holding. Shout
That's
out to
sick.
him. It's a dream come true for him. Because guess what? It's going to be the same thing like next year. So, yay. At least he has the, I would say the fake jersey, but the customize itself compared to the old one, you know what I mean? Yeah, cool.
I mean, that's still pretty sick. I mean, it's such a good jersey. I just love the fact that they incorporate the black with the little red stripes on there. I mean, and again, the GOAT logo is, in my opinion, the 90s Sabres when they were a force to be reckoned with 20 years ago, roughly at this point. I don't know. They've been terrible for the past decade. You know what? Buffalo needs to have good moments and bringing back this jersey. It's going to, unfortunately for them, it's going to be a highlight next year, but that's okay.
Yeah.
They are getting a sliver bit better. I honestly feel like Buffalo could finish ahead of Montreal this year in the standings. We'll see how that goes, but I can hope that'll happen at least.
Yes. Alright, since we pretty much have time, let's do Guess Who.
All right. Sure.
Alright, I'll go first. Hold on. Before I start, I need to chug a little bit of Skittles, eh? Alright, cool. Alright. This dude played 934 career games with 200 goals, 401 assists for 601 points. He was drafted in the 1993 NHL draft by the New Jersey Devils, 39th overall. I'll tell you the teams who he played for. He played for the New Jersey Devils. He was well known with his time with the Vancouver Canucks. Played with Anaheim, Dallas, Washington, Calgary, and Chicago.
I feel I can take a guess at who it is, although I'm not exactly confident in my answer. Would it be Brad Morrison?
I'll give it to Brendan Morrison.
Brandon Morrison, excuse me. Yes.
Yeah. Alright, you go.
All right. For my okay, let me look up someone real quickly. Who to look off? Okay, I know who to look up. All right, this one will be kind of a tough one, but you should be able to get it. This man was a defenseman, played 136 regular season games, all with the Red Wings. He is currently in the AHL Grand Rapid Griffins. He played in 9 games last year and had 1 assist. Again, so defenseman, he's played on the Red Wings his entire career from 2012 to this year. Who is this defenseman? Need me to give you more info?
What round was he drafted in?
He was actually undrafted. He played for the Barry Colton Kingston Frognecks of the OHL, though.
Well, how many seasons has he played with, and what year he played in the NHL?
He's played for from 2012 to 2020.
8 seasons?
Yep. But he was like a pretty mediocre player though. So like again, this guy had 15 career points in 136 games. This guy was far from good.
I was about to say Matt Ford, but he retired. I know it's not Danny DeKaiser, obviously.
Nope.
It's not McElrath because he played with the Rangers. I was about to say Gustav Lindstrom, but he made his debut 2 years ago. Is it Ryan Sproul?
Ryan Sproul, that's actually a very good guess. No, this was actually a tougher one now that I'm looking at it than I originally thought. Maybe if he was drafted, it would have been a little bit easier. Brian Lashoff.
Oh my gosh.
No, that one was a tough one. That one was a tough one.
All right. All right. I got an idea. If you get this one wrong, well, maybe. All right. All right. This dude played 673 career games, scoring 26 goals, 67 assists for 93 points. He was drafted with the Boston Bruins in the 2003 NHL Draft, first round, 21st overall.
Well, I know the.
Wait. He's now playing in the Mannheim and the DEL. He played for the Bruins and the Jets. Also with the Thrashers. But, yeah.
Well, I do know that the second round pick from 2003 was Patrice Bergeron.
Steal, I guess, for the Bruins.
Oh, yeah, for second round, absolutely. Was he a defenseman, you said?
You got it.
I definitely got it. It's Mark Stewart. Yeah, I know that one. He wasn't that good with the Bruins, but when he went to the Winnipeg Jets, though, he was pretty good. He was part of that expansion team Jets roster. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but future nostalgias in here. That's what it basically is. It's just guess that player from the late 90s, early 2000s. That's what it's basically like.
Want to do 2 more?
Sounds good.
I was about to say you go.
Yeah, I just realized that I should go. All right. Well, I didn't realize that the Brian Lashoff one was kind of hard, but I'm going to give you this one might be a little easy. Maybe. He was a goaltender who played for the Minnesota Wild from 2005 to 2014. He had a grand total of 10 career shutouts. He went 60, 59, and 11, had a career save percentage of .918, and was drafted by Minnesota in 2002.
I was about to say Nicholas Backstrom.
He was teammates with Nicholas Backstrom for a long time.
Oh
He was like literally Nicholas Backstrom's backup for like 5 years.
Josh Harding?
Yes, it is Josh Harding. That is
Oh,
correct.
I was about to say like Matt Hackett or
Matt Hackett, Sabres legend, Matt Hackett. Yep. Yeah, let's talk about those 2010 Sabres goaltenders, guys. Matt Hackett, Jonas Enroth. And now they have Dustin Tokarski and a washed Craig Anderson. Wow. They've been looking for a wow, it's like they've been looking for a goalie since Ryan Miller left. Oh, wait. And now Malcolm Subban's on long-term IR. Sabres can't win with goalies, man.
All right, let's see. I got an idea. Oh wait. Oh, fudge. Oh, there we go. You may know that player, but he pretty much barely played in the NHL. But what I can tell you is that he pretty much played for the Portland Pirates, which that's the only spoil that I will give you. He was drafted by the Capitals, 6th round in the 2005 NHL draft. He played for the Buffalo Sabres, which that's where he's from in Buffalo. Played for the Florida Panthers and San Jose and then Phoenix. His last time playing in the NHL was in 2014. And what I forgot to tell you, his stats are 162 games with 15 goals, 24 assists for 39 points. Future nostalgia of the week if he's still around. And he has not
This
played in
one's
the
tough.
pros since, and he has not played in the pros since 2018.
Yeah, it sounds like it would be a pretty good nostalgia. Who would this be? I'm trying to think. Something tells me, yeah, because he played on the Coyotes, the Sharks, and the Capitals. Okay, so
Oh no! If you
and
get
then
this one right,
the Sabres. I kind of know who it is. It's something Kennedy. What the hell's his first name? His last name's Kennedy, though.
you got it. You got it. It's Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy, that's right. I'm like, it's something Kennedy. Oh, yeah. Let's go. We're on a roll today, baby. Let's go. Let's do it for 3.
Are you like the newest psychic on Powerskate right now?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm far from it. You test my knowledge like past the 70s? No, we don't go there.
Yeah. Alright, let's do one more.
All right. My last player I'll give to you. Okay, I actually have to think about this for a second. We'll go with All right, we'll go with another future nostalgia probably.
Yeah. And I got my good nostalgia of the week as well, so.
I can spell his name right. Hold on. Okay, I got him. So, he was drafted by the Senators in 2008 in the 2nd round. He also spent some time with the Avalanche. He had 74 career points in 268 career games. And he last played in the NHL in 2017. He also played with the Vancouver Canucks, but that was in the AHL.
Oh, what's his name? Oh, is he a defenseman?
He is a defenseman.
Um, oh, is it, Patrick Weirsiach?
Patrick Weirkoch, yes. That is correct.
Oh!
See, that was a tough one. You got it.
Alright. Now I got one more.
Oh, boy.
Oh, breaking news. Tom Wilson laid down a massive hit on Anton Bleh.
Oh, great. Could have been Carson Kuhlman if they listened to me. You're welcome, Carson. Prevented you from getting the heat from Tom Wilson.
Yeah. Alright, this is a good one. He was drafted by the Montreal Canadiens in the 2003 NHL draft in the first round, 10th overall.
You said 2003?
Yeah, he was well known his time with the Montreal Canadiens and the Nashville Predators. He played in Europe since 2012 and 2021 and did not play a game this hockey season.
He's still playing? I know who this is. This is Andre Kosticin. I never even knew he was still playing in Europe, bro.
I'm kidding. Yeah, future nostalgia of the week for Andre Kosticin.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently, if he's still kicking around in the European leagues.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna wrap up for season 4, episode 22 of the Powerskateshow. Maybe season 5 coming up after the All-Star break. We will still let you guys know. All right.
What's up?
Oh yeah. Maybe season 5 coming up after the All-Star break. Maybe we're still thinking about when will season 5 be. We will let you guys know. And with that, do you guys want to follow our personal social media accounts? Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow the Powerskateshow for news, updates when we go live, and all that good stuff? Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow?
Fiji.
Do you guys want to follow Grand Flow for Flow's franchise sports news? I'm sorry.
Everyone go.
No, not yet. You suck.
Do you guys want to follow Grand Flow franchise sports news? The link is in the description below. Follow his YouTube channel, Flows Sports Zone, and follow.
You see this?
Everyone go follow Grant Flood on Instagram.
Yeah. There's my friend Michael. Big Power Skate fan here.
I love the NFL.
He loves the NFL too,
Home run.
apparently. And baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He wanted to crash our outro, so
Yes.
there he goes.
Yes.
He's been wanting to be on my vid for a while, so there he goes.
Yeah. And also follow my Instagram. We're like almost a couple of followers away from 4.6 or 4.7 followers. I don't know. And subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't miss any future content. And Grant, would you like to add anything? Cause this is gonna get clipped for sure, man.
Oh, what, Michael? My friend coming in. This is getting clipped on the IG. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you go subscribe. Here for more videos. This is a one-time thing. I was gonna text him the speech, and he was gonna do my outro for me, but
This is the live.
he has a mind of his own. I don't know, but hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. If you did, hit that like button. We'll see you guys next week for the next episode.
Yes, and
We'll be
tell all
back.
your friends, and also tell all your friends I have a headache right now because I'm laughing too hard. And also tell all your friends that this outro is getting clipped and maybe beyond the season 5 intro. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you guys on season 4, episode 23. Have a good night, and we'll see you guys.
He's never doing this ever again. I swear to you.
Alright. Have a good night, guys. We're done for real.